One of the most common symptoms people come to therapy for is anxiety. They often don't realize they are experiencing anxiety, but anxiety is what they describe when they describe their symptoms. Commonly, they will state they are experiencing stress or always overthink things. If I inform them what they are experiencing is anxiety, they will sometimes push back and say it isn't anxiety. Many people see anxiety as debilitating. The person who won't leave the house, has daily panic attacks, or is afraid of everything. Yes, those can be severe symptoms of anxiety. However, anxiety also exists in our everyday lives. Anxiety can be beneficial and motivates us to do things we need to do. However, anxiety can also be problematic when it starts to interfere with how we live our lives. Today, I will discuss what anxiety is and how to not let it interfere with your life and dictate how you live your life. But first, I'm Dr. Emily Mayfield, a licensed psychologist. Thank you for watching this video and being a part of the Mindset Therapy family. If you enjoy this video, I would appreciate you hitting the like button and consider subscribing. To start off with, what is anxiety? Anxiety is a natural emotion which alerts us to something that needs our attention. Anxiety can be experienced for big events such as marriages, divorces, birth of children, job changes, etc. Anxiety can also be experienced for everyday events we encounter, such as whether the kids will get to school on time and safely, whether we will be able to keep our job, or whether we will be able to complete an assignment on time. Anxiety is motivating because it lets us know something needs our attention and we must determine if there are actions needed from us to address the issue. Without anxiety, we would be careless and not get things done. We wouldn't care if things happened on time or even at all. Anxiety is a necessary emotion. However, as with most things, we may find ways in which we focus too much on something and it starts to affect our functioning. This often happens with anxiety because people start to overthink problems that don't even exist, or at least don't exist right now. They worry about something but don't even know what they are really worrying about. People tend to make problems which don't exist, and this leads to uncontrollable worry and unhelpful anxiety. So how do you manage the unknown and decrease unhelpful worry that could be leading to problematic anxiety and even panic while living with uncertainty that exists in all of our lives? First, you want to identify what the problem is. Oftentimes, people think they are problem solving when they are actually overthinking or worrying. How do you tell the difference? When you problem solve, you are actively looking for a solution, and most importantly, there is a solution to be found. When you overthink, you are worrying and overanalyzing. There is often no solution to the problem, which is why you find yourself worrying about the problem repeatedly. For those things that do not have a solution, you cannot problem solve because you don't have an end point to your thought process. You find yourself in a continuous cycle of worry with new things to worry about added on. Second, make a plan for the identified problem. If you have identified a problem that has a solution, make a plan that will help you reach the solution. For example, if the problem is how do you pay your bills with reduced income, develop a budget that includes the new income amounts. Set it aside if there is no solution right now. If you find that you are overthinking about a problem that has no solution, then put that concern to the side for now. Worrying takes emotional and mental energy and doesn't lead to any change in the situation. When you can put unhelpful to the worry to the side, you free up the ability to focus on finding solutions to problems you can solve. Next, you do what I call laying down the dots. Laying down dots is a term I use in therapy. When you worry, you find that you have this long pathway of worried thoughts that is never ending and often has pathways off the original worry. You may start worrying about whether you will get your job back, and this has led to worry about your health. There is no direct connection between the thoughts, but the outcroppings develop because that is what worry does. It creates new things for you to worry about that feel very real and very much related to the initial thought. The dots are each new worry thought. While you might feel like you are solving the problem by laying down more dots, you are actually pulling further away from the problem and creating a long trail of dots in many different directions. Now that you have identified those worries that are problems and those that are overthinking, only lay down dots that will help you get to a solution. Lay down a dot 1 to 2 steps ahead of where you are right now. This will allow you to stay focused on the problem and how to get to the solution. The fewer dots you lay down, the easier it is for you to reevaluate and adjust your plan. When you find yourself many steps ahead of the actual problem and even lose sight of the problem, then you have likely started to overthink and are engaged in unhelpful worry. Ensure your worry is leading to actual problem solving and not overthinking to better manage your mental health. Anxiety is beneficial, and we need anxiety in our lives. However, the anxiety shouldn't be overwhelming and creating more problems for you. To learn more about worry and how to know if it is helpful or unhelpful, click on the video in the corner, or you can find the link in the description below. See you at the next video.